Let's talk.
Nerd!
Warning, this show contains spoilers.
Are live. Welcome everyone to Let's Talk Nerds, Weekly Not So Weekly podcast with your one and favorite host, Spatial Hornet, co-host Alley
Hello.
Cat, and our favorite Rhino Reno. See what I did there? Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Hopefully you have a great start to your weekend. And yeah, let's jump right into the news. First things first, Let's Talk Nerds news. It's been a little chaotic the last couple of weeks, but we're getting back in the flow of things. Allie and myself have started a new modded Let's Play of Minecraft, of Twilight Forest. So that will start once again on Mondays. Yeah, after some fun.
Some exciting things were not working how I wanted to, but it's fine.
Yeah, well, once we get done with Twilight Forest, we can try to explore other mods. But I was not about to deal with having to carve out stone tools. As my first, when all I wanted to do was play Twilight Forest. But
And when we did start, we found diamonds in the first 10 minutes. So
yeah, it really didn't take that long. We found all the diamonds we needed. Good thing we found multiple because we had to recreate our portal to put us somewhere where we weren't debuffed. Long story.
yeah,
You guys will see.
Yep.
Yeah. Tune in on Monday to see our continued adventure in that. And on top of that, we will continue to attempt to do the Doom Dark Ages playthrough if it wants to cooperate with our computers. Tune in for that, or stay tuned for that. And yeah, Helldivers has been very fun recently. As you guys have probably tell, we've been playing a lot of that on stream. It has, the Battle for Super Earth has been very chaotic and fun. I think a lot of people thought we were actually going to lose it for a second, but we actually won. Unfortunately, the president of Super Earth got killed.
Did they say how he got killed?
He was defending the royal or the presidential palace. That's all they said. Hey,
Palace and Eldars?
that's right. What was that? Palaces?
Yeah, there's a palace in Helldivers.
Well, it's like the White House, but they call it the presidential palace. Yeah. So, but we survived with 2 mega cities left. Hopefully they can rebuild the other 5 that got destroyed. But yeah, they torched Mars. They torched the other 3 planets they captured on their way of retreat. So, and the Illumina are still out there, so we're going to hunt them down. I'm sure we have not seen the last of them.
Yep.
But overall, outside of the fun role-playing aspect of it, I really enjoyed the event. The event was a lot of fun. Now we're kind of get off a tangent of Let's Talk Nerd News, but I'm just gonna say it was a really fun event. I had a great time. The different missions were fun. The battling with Thief troops, I really hope they keep that going. Battling with Thief troops, and
Yeah, that was fun.
the new enemies were a lot of fun. It was cool to finally see Illuminate have their own mega tank character, where the robots had their walker. Their 4-legged AT-AT walker. I think it's the Factory Strider, and then you had the Bile Titan with the bug. So it was cool to see them have their own unit. It felt really unique. I know it pissed a lot of people off though, because of it had some bugs obviously, and the way to fight it was very awkward. But yeah, it was. I had a lot. I had a lot of fun. Allie, you're a casual Helldivers player. How did you feel about the event?
I think it was fun. I always like a good map, a good new map to just run around. I got lost when we had to kill the Illuminate ships, but besides that, I had fun. I always have fun playing with you guys. I will never play by myself. But
I don't know how people solo Helldive. I don't know why you would, because you could even if you're I would never play I understand if you're just I'm playing with your actual friends so you don't but even if you're a daily player, I don't know why you would ever dive into a mission by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you could just quick play with like a group of 4 people and just have all the more fun. But I guess some people like the challenge of solo diving.
Yeah.
But Rena, what did you think as my fellow level 150 amigo?
I liked it. I enjoyed playing it a lot. It was a lot of levels were. It was pretty, it wasn't too hard. I liked running around killing those guys. I liked the new stuff that had the big fatties and all that stuff. And
Oh yeah,
I think the hardest level was that UFO drop in. And
that took a while to learn.
even though that was a really crucial, like, call in all your stratagems before they come, and you're running around just trying to blow up ships. And I think a lot of them I failed. I think I only passed like twice. I think that was once with you guys, and I think once with Phoenix. But they were still fun to play and everything. And I mean, just running around the map and doing all that stuff, it felt new. And
Yeah.
it wasn't like that irritating run where, okay, well, they have new bugs, and then we jumped in and you're just dying in 2 seconds, and every time you fall in, you're just dying with the bugs. So it was a nice medium to feel like, if you want to play Helldivers, you should start playing Helldivers now, type of thing.
Yeah, I like the weapon customization.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I can make things pretty.
Well, yeah, but it also gives you something new to buy your stuff with now, your requisitions, because you've been maxed out for months.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there's something to do now, and it makes you play different guns. So you're all, I already leveled this one up to 24, because I think the main gun that I use, the Eruptor, I'm almost at 24 now, and then now I'm just thinking about the next gun I should use. So, it's just a fun thing to do, to actually level up something and have something to do in the game.
Yeah. I was making sure Reno could be, like, everyone could hear, like, your guys' audio on screen. Yeah, no, all in all, it was a really fun event. I can't wait to see what they do next. And yeah, if you guys haven't started playing Helldivers, or you missed a really good event if you haven't jumped back on yet, but I think now would probably be a good time to go log on and see what because they're definitely be cooking now.
Nothing behind you.
Oh, that's my water softener.
I was
Here.
like, what is that?
Oh,
I was like, why are you
sorry,
so far
dog.
over?
Ran over my dog's paw.
Wow.
I got my-
Oops.
Oops. Well, I mean, I was trying to move, but he's like, you know how the drape back here is really long? So she's like, or Artemis is like curled up on like a blanket down there, and now Artemis is trying to move her because I think he's jealous. Anyway, dog problems, am I right, guys? Allie's like, I don't have a dog. I just have a cat that likes to climb on my chair and eat my rings.
You guys want to see her? The baby.
Marino, meanwhile, is like, my cat's over here tormenting me. Binks.
He doesn't like to be locked up, so he's not in the room. I don't think any of the animals are.
Oh, nice. Aren't the only animals that really hang out in that room are the cats, like the white cats?
Yeah, the white cats do. And that's only one of them. Usually, if Jody's not home, Pepper will be hanging out with me.
Okay.
Pepper.
Nice.
Pepper's such a cute name, little Pepper.
Pepper. Let me see. Sorry to get back. And then yeah. Well, for now, let's jump back in, because also I'll probably start seeing some more Marvel Rival streams thrown into the mix. And with that being said, we'll continue with the Marvel Rivals patch that came out last night.
We should talk about our second channel we're gonna come out with.
You want to talk about that now? Okay. Surprise announcement, I guess. We are going to be starting a let's
Cook Nerds.
let's cook nerds. Okay. Yeah, let's Cook Nerds YouTube channel. We do not have an official start date yet. We are working on it, but it is going to be a nerdy cooking, a nerdy themed cooking channel where all of us are. You're actually going to see a little bit more of our actual real life too, because a lot of our spouses or significant others are going to be working with us on it to just have fun and cook. It is actually, I don't know how much we talk about on the channel, to be honest, but like cooking and baking and stuff and grilling is just a very big passion, and drinking. I mean, she said drink, so I'm like, yeah, you're right. Those are very big passions of all three of us, especially the last couple years, or really the last year too. It's came out a lot with Reno, and I have done a lot of experiments with cooking and smoking and grilling, trying to figure all that out. And I sat down with them one day, and Allie's also just always enjoyed cooking at home, so she likes especially Asian cooking, that like spices and mixture. And I sat down with them one day and decided, you know what, let's try to bring this passion to our channel and try to mix in some of the nerdy aspects of that life. So you guys will get to see some of our real life stuff, and we'll get to see some amazing food, and maybe, you know, you'll see something you like and we'll get to try it yourself at home, and, you know, just grow as a community. And
you guys have any ideas and foods that you think you would be cool from animes and shows, or any cookbooks that you like have wanted to try or don't know if it'd be like worth your time, we can always try for you guys.
Yep. And like I said, we're going to try it all. We're going to have a lot of fun with it, because realistically, the second channel is not something we're like we're going to be passionate about. We're going to be trying, but like where it's going to be a lot of like for fun stuff. So like we try something and it doesn't turn out good. Oh well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, even though we're actually pretty damn good at smoking now, so most of our meat should turn out pretty damn good. But yeah, but again, we don't.
Thing to cook so far.
What was that?
What has been your favorite thing to smoke?
Beef ribs.
Beef ribs. Short
Beef.
ribs.
Short,
ribs.
yeah, short beef ribs. Yeah, the big
short
dinosaur
beef
ribs. That, and then I mean, at this point, I'm just really good at cooking steak and seasoning it. So, I mean, I enjoy. There's nothing like, especially like when you guys were down, you and our sister Samantha, and I cooked like the tomahawks and the porterhouse, and I like nothing as satisfying as like taking it off the grill, slamming it down on the charcuterie board, and just and putting it down, and just seeing people
and then eating it,
tear that shit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Seeing people tear that shit up and like
It's
listen.
not even fair. I want to smoke it.
Do you have room for? Do you have room for a grill? Like, do you have? How big's your patio space?
I don't know if I want to put a grill out there just because of the smoke and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they put their dog on their patio a lot. So.
Well, they're going to move their dog. Kidding.
There's a grill by the like entertainment space that they have, but that's a whole lot of in and out,
stuff.
in and out.
Well, maybe whenever you get your next space, you can like look into getting your. Like me right now, I mean, I have 2 smokers. They both work amazingly. I'll probably be looking into getting a Blackstone like griddle, like how Sam does. I think she has one. There's a lot of fun stuff we have planned for it, guys. I mean, you're going to see Marino and I are going to attempt to build some pizza ovens on the channel. We're going to. Well, yes, we're going to try it a small one, and we're going to try to do a big one. And different styles of it too. We're gonna cook all sorts of different food. I have ideas for cultural stuff. Reno being Filipino, he has a lot of dishes from his culture that he can cook. Allie and I, ironically, our friend, what?
Nicaragua.
Oh, Nicaragua. Yeah, I mean, he has food. Well, even with me and Allie, I mean, something I noticed watching a lot of cooking channels and a lot of even people who travel and stuff. You never hear a lot about German food.
Yeah.
And that's what Allie and I are primarily from in our ancestry. So we're probably going to explore that on the channel too, cooking German sausage
Dive
and
into
stuff.
our own roots.
Yeah, maybe we'll. We might try. I mean, buy whenever she comes down. I might, for the occasion, buy a actual like sausage maker. Where like you take the actual intestine, you put it like you put it in the meat grinder, and then you like shove meat. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. So I hope you guys will be there for the journey as we grow that and do more stuff with it.
They have an attachment for the KitchenAid for that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. What's the KitchenAid again? Is that the cooking that
That's
shredder you bought?
That's that mixer. Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah. The one that I have one, right? I think I have one. Yeah.
I think you have a KitchenAid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Ugh.
mixer, and you could do. They have a noodle thing too, where you could attach to that and make noodles, and there's a lot of cool stuff for that. So maybe we'll research that too on the channel.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe you guys will find some cool gadgets that you like, that you'll want to buy yourself. So yeah, like I said,
Gadgets are so useful in the kitchen, man.
well,
My blender, I love my blender.
well, yeah, and they're just fun. I
Makes
love
life easy.
different gadgets, like especially because I have like a bar in my house, so like all the little bar tools are so fun to play around with. But alrighty, but yeah, like I said, unfortunately, at this moment, we do not have a definite day of when we will start this channel. It'll probably be within the next month, though, but no promises.
Yeah.
So, but we just wanted to throw it out there and let you guys know, get some hype out there for it.
Before we do patch notes, I want to do the animes and the Lilo and Stitch.
Okay. Well, solo leveling, according to at least from the Otaku. Wait, what is it? Otaku. What's the Crunchyroll? I think they're the ones that did the voting or whatever. They said that it won Anime of the Year. A lot of people aren't happy with it. It was really funny, but I'll let Ali and Reno discuss their thoughts on like winning Game of the Year.
The solo leveling.
Yeah, so yeah,
right?
it won Anime of the Year based on
I'm not
Crunchyroll.
surprised.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed solo leveling a lot.
I mean, one of
the other. Oh, sorry. What?
I was gonna just say one of the scenes alone, whenever he fought the final boss, took them like 2 months to animate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
wow.
like, it's crisp animation. Like, they put in a lot of work with the fight scene. So.
I mean, and the other one, I think it was that diary.
Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It was okay, but it wasn't something that I could really be like, oh, you have to watch this. This was awesome. It was a fun little anime, but I didn't think that should win. I think the Fern was the other one. Right.
Dan was one of the nominees. Friend something Journey. I don't remember the whole title of the anime.
Yeah.
But
So
that was another
Fran.
one.
Yeah, Fran. I didn't really enjoy that all that much. I got to like 8 episodes, and I was just still like, when is this gonna start picking up?
There's like
So.
Kaiju number 8,
Yeah,
Furfrin, Beyond Journey's End, and Dan to Dan were I think the ones that were nominated. Oh,
Kaiju number.
I think Delicious and Dungeon and Delicious was one of them too.
Yeah,
I think.
he was one of them too. The last 4 weeks of us watching animes were the ones that nominated.
Yeah. Ironically.
Kaiju number 8, I thought was really good, but I still think solo leveling was better than that. It was entertaining.
It was better.
And stuff. And Dan to Dan, I really like Dan to Dan. I'm surprised that didn't win. That was really a really entertaining anime. I thought it just bring chaos to a great story. I mean everything that you would think of in an anime where, okay, a ghost anime, aliens. I mean, superpowers of. I mean, disgusting aliens.
Wait, which one are you?
Humor.
Which one are you guys talking about?
Dan.
Oh, Dan to Dan.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that Dan to Dan should have won then?
I mean, I really enjoyed Solo Leveling too. I mean, it was a great story of, stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think it. I'm happy with Solo Leveling winning. But Dan to Dan, I think it would still been a close. It was probably a close one. Hopefully, if it won by a landslide, I would be surprised.
Yeah, honestly, if Dan like had more episodes and more like story, they probably would have won. Like more build up, more romance, like a little bit more context for each episode, because I feel like Solo Leveling, it finished. It was a whole season. Like it was done when it was ended. Versus Dan, the last episode like that I remember is something happened to her and they just stopped it right there.
Yeah, and
There
then
was no final
now we're
ending.
waiting. Now we're waiting for season 2.
Yeah,
So,
for it to continue. So,
but what was interesting though is he almost didn't make Dan to Dan, the writer, because Magna didn't want a female lead.
yeah.
So that's why they made the guy there too, so there could be both leads, but the female is supposed to be the lead actually. But it's just
manga
weird
didn't
how
want that.
Yeah, well, it's just weird because it's manga, so it's Japanese, and it's just weird how the Japanese culture is different than American culture, where there's a lot of lead women in American culture, where Japanese, they rather have men in their lead.
Well, I think at least in Japan, and when it comes to like a lot of stuff like this, I mean, if you look at like the target audience and who actually buys this stuff, but because probably like 60-40, if not more, like 60% men that buy the stuff, 40% women, like again, not more.
Yeah. So. But I was trying to think of too is more manga comic books, a male is the lead character.
Oh yeah, almost like
the animating watching.
Usually, if there is a prominent female character, they are often either going to be like, it's like in a romance anime where like obviously the other character is
she's a harem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those ones that we watch with the lead.
Fucking harem. The fucking harem anime is what the fuck.
I love them. They're great.
But I mean, I don't mind Solo Leveling winning. I did like Dan to Dan a lot though.
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, there's like, I can't think of the name now because I watched so goddamn many animes, but there's a few good like female lead animes out there that are pretty good, and at least usually the supporting female character isn't a complete idiot most of the time.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you do finish Friend,
it gets better.
The story is really good. It talks about her struggling with aging and losing people her whole life, and her like trying to protect all these people and finally learning what it means to like spend time with people, but also moving on quickly. Because I mean, she would always talk about, oh yeah, I was just here for a century looking for a book, and then her apprentice is like, I've been with you for 20 years, it's half my life, and she's starting to like realize after her whole like original team died, she was like, damn.
Well, yeah, I mean that's her. She's been walking the path of their old journey that they have had with her old team. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's just a little slow to me.
It's sappy. And so I think the ending was really cool because her apprentice became like the top tier master of wizard, whatever, sorcery. And she was really proud the whole time. And I'm excited to see the romance build between the two humans because, then the fighting scenes are really cool. She's just so overpowered and no one realizes it. That some of the fighting scenes are like, damn, alright, pop off, sis. But you could probably like skip through them and just watch the fighting scenes if you wanted. If that's what
well, I mean, I want to know the whole story, so it's just that when I'm watching something, I'm usually drawing at the same time, so it's like, I like missed the whole thing. I don't know what's going on, so I always have to go back.
Yeah,
That's funny.
she is kind of like mood because she always sleeps in and struggles to wake up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
I was like, I feel that. She always gets yelled at.
But yeah, because someone likes to stay up till 2 in the morning.
I wake up at like noon.
Nice. Yeah, what time did you text last night? No, see that?
Shut up.
2:54 a.m.
Oh, that's what that text was?
Yeah.
That's when my brain juices flow.
Yeah.
I had to make myself go to sleep. I've been having really bad sleep lately. I've been going to bed at like 6 in the morning.
I mean, I tried to go to sleep at like 12, and I just lay there.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was
what's been
like,
happening to
"Alright."
me the last couple weeks.
So then I woke up. Well, I didn't wake up. I got up, made some coffee, drank some coffee. I was watching Pimpy's stream, you know, helping him with that. And then I hopped on Marvels and played with the Pimpy, Fails, and Chance for like probably 2 hours. And then I made that short and looked at people's streams and stuff and looked at some of the podcast stuff. So, yep.
I actually got a pretty
What
healthy.
else?
I actually have a pretty healthy sleep schedule right now. Not gonna lie, so I can't relate. It's really
I get
funny
enough
because
sleep.
yeah, but your business hours are a little awkward.
But I'm always there for when you need me.
Oh. You're like,
Oh, true.
I'm gonna turn off my ringer now. Can't text me at 2 in the morning and wake me up.
I don't mean to wake you up. It's just like I want to say these things so when you wake up, like before stream starts, or like just so you like call me if you need, because I need
The
you to know
struggle.
that
He's like, I have to have my ringer on just in case Bollinger calls me. But then I forget to turn my
Adults
ringer.
at 3 a.m. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up? You awake? I really need this. I need this right now. Can you help me out?
Wrong Bollinger.
Oh, that's so funny. It's not that messed up.
I mean,
No, yeah.
at the end of the day,
It's
it's
not that-
fine. It's just funny.
It's not
When
that
it
messed
it's just funny
It's
based
not
off what you said about the sleeping in and her sleep schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but from my research I did when I learned that solo leveling one anime of the year, it was very funny because I think Dan to Dan was the one, and the Furana. What was it again?
Friend.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the ones. Those two were like the ones that people were really saying should have won, and people had some funny takes. They're like, because a lot of people are like, well, and I do agree to this actually. When people are like, well, it had the majority vote, and they're like, that's bullshit. Majority vote shouldn't decide because people just vote on whatever gives them the most fight scenes and their endorphins and blah blah. I'm like, and if that's what people like, that's what people like. Like, if you want to have if you want to have different categories, maybe like best fight scenes versus like best story.
Romance.
Yeah.
Storyline.
Well, because I don't think you could really put Fern in the same category as Dan to Dan or solo leveling. You might be able to put solo leveling with Dan to Dan, but still, they're still so, each story is so different, you know?
Yeah. Well, and people act like they were like, oh, it needs to be like industry voting. I'm like, if we've learned anything from like the video game industry, is that industry standards also have bias. So like,
Well, industry voting is kind of like the Oscars, you know? The
Yeah.
actors vote for that, right? The actors vote for the Oscars.
I think it's the
Well, that
actors or
has-
someone like that.
Yeah, so that has nothing to do with people's what people like us think about the movie if the actors are voting on it. So
Yeah, it's just a popularity
Yeah.
contest or whatever bias they have.
Yeah, it's like whoever donated the most money.
Yep. Like, what was it that people got? I mean, I'll probably get framed. blamed for this by idiots, but people that got mad when Beyonce won like Country Artist of the Year or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, if they got voted,
Her,
Yeah. Well, I think it was the same thing
category was better.
when Taylor Swift won something and like hip hop or whatever, and they're all that she's not hip hop.
well, her songs are,
you know.
so
Music, the album was.
Yeah,
yeah.
the album was so.
Just because you're not about that life doesn't mean you can't sing. You know,
Yeah.
Well, is it, and isn't Beyonce from Austin or something like that?
she is from Texas. Yeah, I mean, she's still a city girl. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you live in the middle
But
of fucking Austin or Dallas, you're still just as city as someone who lived in fucking New York your whole life, or Los Angeles. But you know, she came from Texas, which is usually considered. Even though I think
Wear boots in the city.
I think the country singing like state or what isn't it Nashville, Tennessee? Isn't that where they have like a lot of it?
Nashville, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was just an example. I mean, if you like Beyonce, go you. I mean, I'm not really a big fan, but I mean, if she
I
won,
didn't
she
really
won.
listen to that album. So.
No, I listened to it.
I'm not that much. I'm not into. Why are you?
Oh, because I listened to that album. I listened to that album a lot.
What do I?
Yeah, it was my
Queen.
Well,
it was my fiance's like favorite album for like most of last summer. I think she was listening to it a lot. I think it was last summer into like winter. Which
I never listened to country that much until I
Summer
got
anthem.
married. So
Yeah, you hip hop.
hip hop and gangster rap.
Hip hop and gangster rap, and then I married Jody, and now I listen to
Give
a
us
lot of
the
country,
Crip walk.
like Randy Travis and all of that stuff. Reba,
Payne, give us the Crip
Reba?
walk.
yeah, Crip Walk.
Give him Crip
Let
Walk.
us see it.
Give us the alley cat.
I'm sitting down right.
No.
Yeah.
Give us the alley
No,
cat.
No.
I wish we would have
Weird.
recorded that.
No. I would
Uh,
have never let it down. I still don't let it down. At least you guys can't look at it.
you were.
I
Don't
leave it.
worry.
That
We'll
was
get
the.
drunk again and record everything. The people
That
want
was-
to see it.
That was by
No,
far.
no one wants to see it.
Yeah,
no
they
one
do.
Wants to...
Yeah, they
no,
do.
they don't.
Yeah, they
No,
do.
they don't. No, they
Everyone wants to see it.
don't. No.
Yeah, I was like, Elliot, I love you, but I think that was the funnest you've ever been. Like that was probably your. Like, she has lots
You
of
let
fun
loose.
moments.
That was the first
But-
time you let loose.
Yeah, you
I
actually
liked
let
the
loose.
setting. It wasn't too many people. Not everyone was that drunk.
We were at a rave. There wasn't that many,
No,
We were
it
at
was an anime rave at Comicon.
but still, we were still at a
maybe
rave.
People
There was still a lot of people. I mean, there was
No,
no
there
more
was a
people
lot
there
of
than a
people
normal
there.
bar. Maybe you just didn't. But I mean, it is a much more comfortable setting, I will admit, than like
Well, I mean,
a club.
there's a bunch of people that's what they do. I mean,
I love
everybody was
raves.
dancing.
Raves
It
are
was
a
fun.
good time.
Yeah, no
Rave
one
over
was.
a club any day.
Well, no, everyone there wasn't just sitting there. And that's why we don't have a video about Allie doing it. Is not everyone was sitting there like this.
Yeah, everybody was dancing. There was an actual circle. Go, go, go.
Yeah, I was like, go. Even Reno, who hardly ever dances, was in the middle.
What the fuck? Yeah. I remember you two tried to do something and then I heard something crack.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Get up, man.
whoa. You know how many times Wolf and I did the, I forget what it's called in like Hispanic dancing, but the fucking, you get low and you like step back and forth. Like, we did that probably at least.
The Russian. I thought that was the Russian kick.
It's kind of similar to it, but in like Hispanic dancing, they have like the song usually goes like uno, dos, tres, and then like they speed up and like people will like dance and like you get lower and you dance and you like step back and forth, like when they put your foot forward, you step back, and then like we did that a lot. Like my legs and feet were sore as fuck the next day.
Yeah. I think I had a couple bruises.
Well, yeah, the whole, you're saying about us cracking, the whole reason you did the alley cat is because you went down and then you couldn't get back up.
You played it off well, though. Played it off well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You got the whole, they were like.
I just remember being like, what the fuck am I doing?
Oh, the crowd loved it.
After that, I left the circle and I was done. Oh, I saw your guys' faces from a distance. You're like, wow.
Whoa. Yeah. And I mean, we started a whole kicking line. That was what started before the circle. We were like,
We did the Chongo line too.
yeah, we did a Congo line. They did a lot of shit. That shit was fun. I'll have to go. I can't wait for the next one, but
We need to find another rave to go to just for raviness.
I mean, maybe
I like
If anybody knows any good raves, hit us up.
they might be sending us the wrong types, but Wow, that was an anime rave, but
Dubstep. You like dubstep?
I love dubstep. I love electronic music, but yeah, good times. I don't know. This is what's something about Comic-Con. Like everyone's there. They're all dressed up. They're there for a good
You're
time.
there for a purpose.
Yeah, they're there. Well, yeah. No one's trying to like be weird and grab each other.
People were dance fighting with their lightsabers. It was cool.
I know.
Nerds.
Nerds.
Let's make
Feel
another
like-
channel. Let's dance nerds.
I don't think Reno would enjoy that one as much. He dance.
You
I
don't know, I guess-
fucker.
I'm too old to be doing.
I don't know.
Nah.
Get a little liquor in you, and you get that courage.
Courage.
But
Cowardly the courage lion.
now, where were we? What were we talking
Lilo
about?
and
No,
Stitch would be next.
We're just done talking about the animes.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Lilo and Stitch, I hate it. I hated it. Actually, I didn't hate it. It just wasn't nearly as good as the original.
Mhm.
Just like at all. Like sorry. Anyway, I'll let Reno try to defend it, and then I'm going to tear him apart. Go.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. They didn't have the shark guy, but to me, I didn't really miss him at all. All the animations were pretty good, besides the ending part where she was hugging Lilo or Stitch, when she was hugging Stitch, and the sister was kind of petting him on the head. The animation was a little bit off of that, but I mean, everything else, I really enjoyed it a lot. And then I watched the animated one right after, and yeah, it did miss some stuff, but I think the story was pretty good and heartfelt and all that stuff.
All right. Anyway, so
Why'd you hate it so much?
one, pacing was terrible. Hated the pacing. They rushed through so many scenes. Shark guy, like I guess you didn't care about the shark guy. I like that guy, like one of the main like driving villains of that like movie, and just have him gone. It's like because apparently they couldn't animate him. Like you're a $1 billion company and you couldn't animate this guy. What? Like one of the main villains, and then oh yeah, they made the other guy who's supposed to be like have a really cool like he was like the evil scientist who actually ends up helping them and being good towards the end. Now he's just a villain, just straight up a villain. And then his voice was so off compared to like his Lilo and Stitch.
Yes, my son said he didn't like the voice that they chose for both him and Bubbles.
Yeah. Well, Bubbles, they just ruined
Or that
Bubbles
he,
completely. Like they just completely ruined Cobra Bubbles. Because apparently they said, oh, it wasn't realistic to have an ex-CIA agent go and be a what do they call them, CPA agent or whatever. I'm like, so what? Maybe that's what maybe he wanted to help kids. He was done in the CIA, so he moved on to helping kids. I don't. That was just because they pretty much just split Cobra's character up
well,
into a.
well, I mean, within the movie though, they didn't. He was basically just studying still the aliens in the
No,
cartoon. He took over the thing, but because they had
no,
that
in
other
the
girl in the
in
movie.
the what other girl in the movie? There was no other girl in the movie. It was just Bubbles.
No, in the live action, they had that girl come in.
Yeah, I
It
know.
wasn't Bubbles.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They split Bubbles' character into two, put the girl in there as the
Okay.
agent, and then had Bubbles just be a CIA guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lame.
I didn't mind that much.
I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
the
I didn't
best
mind it.
scenes in the animated one was when Bubbles shows up and he's this fucking huge ass dude, and like Stitch fucking throws a book in his face. That's funny. And you come to realize that he seems like the scary, and it was also a really good message to say that, like, everyone thinks that, like, especially back in the day, everyone thought like CPA people were evil and bad because they take kids away because of the da da da, and it's like that was a really good message back in the day when like Cobra Bubbles seemed like this really like just asshole guy. But by the end of the movie, he's actually really nice, and he's actually just trying to do what's best for the kid. Because, I mean, if you were a CPA agent and you see the house literally burning down and trashed, and the sister doesn't have a job, but I don't know. But hey, if you liked it, that's fine. But the rest of the internet did not share your sentiment.
I felt like a lot of people were saying that they changed the whole message of Ohana.
Yeah.
She gave up her little sister.
Oh yeah, they did because they didn't stay together.
She did give it. She did. Yeah, she gave her up to reach her dream.
Well, in the original movie, they never had her trying to go to college.
Yeah.
She just and they also didn't have her romance with the other guy really. I mean, it was hinted a little bit,
but if you watch the ending credits to the other one too, you see that they're together.
Oh, well, that's good. But I mean, it wasn't really talked about much in the movie.
Yeah.
And then the whole portal gun. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what they do. Because now, if they ever want to try to make, because Lilo and Stitch has 3 movies. We'll have to see if they ever try to make movies out of that now, or if this will just be a one-time thing. But because in those other 3 movies, well, not the Stitch has a glitch one, but the third one, I mean, the shark guy was still the main villain, or one of the main villains, and had like a whole redemption arc. So if they're not going to have him in the movies anymore, then, or maybe by then they'll try to add him in, and if they figure out how to animate him. But
well, they could make the science guy have a good arc of becoming good or something if they want to do that.
I would hope so.
But it just depends on how good it does in the box office to see if they're going to do another one.
I mean, there's one way to find out. I mean, let's see.
I mean, it did do better than Mission Impossible, I heard.
Well, no one gives a fuck about Mission Impossible anymore.
People care about Mission Impossible.
No, people your age care about Mission Impossible.
Damn. How knew I like that?
I mean,
it's still a good movie.
I mean,
haven't
yeah,
watched the last
for
two,
its
though,
time, for sure.
Because the last 2 Mission Impossibles, it was kind of like the Fast and the Furious, where part 1 and part 2, and I'm kind of annoyed with movies doing that.
Chance.
So
You are
The
right,
people
Chance.
who like Mission Impossible say otherwise.
By all means, you're right. If they like it.
But I'm
So-
just, that's why I didn't watch the last Mission Impossible, is because it was a continuation of this very last one. So kind of like how the Fast and the Furious was. I watched Fast and the Furious to see that it's a be continued to another Fast and the Furious that's supposed to come out, I think next year or maybe the end of this year, which is annoying.
Yeah. So Lilo and Stitch is doing good. They're making $361 million worldwide. And they, I guess, broke some records for Memorial Day weekend opening.
Yeah.
So.
I think
Which-
everyone wanted to watch it. Obviously, it doesn't mean they liked it.
True. But I mean, hey,
Like I said, I
if it
enjoyed
did-
it.
if they
I thought
did
it was
good,
really good.
if it did, oh, fuck you, bot. No soliciting. Bam. Anyway.
I don't even see it on over here.
Yeah, I see it on mine. Likely
there's a
ban
lot
evader.
of-
Oh, that's why, because it says likely ban evader restricted.
And
Anyway,
there's a
continue.
lot of live action stuff that Disney has came out with where they just weren't good. Snow White, I just watched Snow White.
How was that?
Horrible.
Horrible? Horrible?
Yeah. Horrible. Did not like that at all. I don't think I've liked any of the live action stuff. The last one I really liked was Beauty and the Beast, I think. So
Yeah, that was pretty
Mm.
good.
I think Beauty and the Beast.
You didn't like
still my
Aladdin?
Oh yeah, Aladdin. I did like Aladdin, but I still think Beauty and the Beast is my favorite.
Mhm.
So I would say Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin,
About
and
live
then
action Lion
Lilo
King?
and Stitch. I don't like live action Lion King because it's not live action.
I mean,
There's
I
no
think-
live action
Rawr.
people in it.
Rawr.
If they threw a person in there, then they could call it live action, but it's still all digitally 3D animated.
Yeah, well. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Yeah, definitely Lilo and Stitch live action was not the worst live action. I think the worst to date would probably still be the live action Mulan. That was pretty bad.
I think that's better than the Snow White that just came out.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Snow
it,
White.
so I don't honestly know.
Yeah, Snow White is pretty bad.
Because I mean, it's funny because like a lot of live action stuff, I will admit that usually isn't as good as like their animated counterparts, in my opinion. But that doesn't make them bad. Like Beauty and the Beast, loved it. Yeah, Chance agreed. I prefer Mulan over Snow White any day. But yeah, like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. What are the other ones that they've done
Is there
so
a
far?
Cinderella one?
I mean, technically,
There's a-
but
Yeah, there's a couple Cinderella live action stuff though.
yeah, I don't think they've done an
And
official.
The dressed one was pretty.
Yeah.
Well, it was the blue one, remember?
Yeah, I don't think they've done.
The guy was the godmother, remember?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Little Mermaid, I liked, was good, but again, there's just. I would rather watch the animated one, especially because they ruined one of my favorite songs. But you know, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the
Not
animated
really-
one.
really
Even with
choppy
Aladdin, I'd rather watch the animated Aladdin. I mean, I think with all of them, the animated one really is better than live action with any of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, I grew up with that, so, and a lot of people even, you know, because I got to see Little Mermaid in theaters, you know, and stuff where, you know, it's first come out, where you guys got to see it on DVD or whatever. So
Pretty rare
No,
to see
they
an
did-
animated
was
or
Little
movie
Mermaid
come out. Besides,
in theaters when you guys came out, or when you
No,
guys were...
no. I don't think I was. Allie definitely wasn't born yet. I don't think I was. Wait, when did they come out? 1997, 1998.
I don't...
A lot of those came out in the 90s. I would have been barely born when. And Allie definitely wasn't born yet. Allie would have been around to watch all those straight to home.
1980,
Yeah,
1989.
1989. Damn, the thing's old. Yeah, I definitely wasn't born.
Yeah, see, so a lot of a lot of the movies that they're making live action now, I actually saw them in theater and stuff. So it's hard for me to give the live action for what it is. I mean, and that's maybe when you see How to Train a Dragon, you'll be like, oh, I liked it, but I can't break away from.
Oh, I can already guarantee that the animated one's going to be better, but we'll see what happens with the. I mean, the live action looks like they've done it one for one, and yeah, like I said, we'll see. It might be the first one that I don't think you'll ever beat the live action, because unfortunately there are certain things that you just cannot do with live action stuff that you just can do with animation. Animation, you can make expression better, you can make fight scenes better, you can make explosions better, because you literally don't have to make the explosion, you can just draw an explosion. Effects are better. You are not held back by reality. You can do what you want, how you want. You don't have to be like, okay, well, we have to have our actor be able to do this and this, and they have to be able to look a certain way. No, you can draw your character exactly how you want it. You can have them do exactly what you want, and you're good. The Dragons, isn't the movie going to be the first live action Dreamwork movie? I think so. There's no live action Kung Fu Panda. There's no live action.
Dude, imagine live action Kung Fu Panda.
I mean,
Shrek, but it's a play.
Yeah, they don't have a live action movie of Shrek though. That'd be funny. It's like a Lion King version of Kung Fu Panda, realistic looking animals doing kung fu. That would actually be probably really good, but it still wouldn't be like you said, like Reno said, it's not live action, so but it would probably still be really cool though.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, just Lion King is a really cool movie and stuff like that. I just don't like how people saying, well, that's live action Lion King. It's not real lions. None of the animals in it are real.
Yeah, well, like you said, people just call it live action because it is hyper realistic looking.
Yeah, hyper realistic looking.
Yeah, so. But yeah, it should be the first live action Dreamwork movie, so we'll see how they do. Because, yeah, I mean, maybe it'll make a live action Shrek movie someday. Hell, they've done enough plays.
The plays did really good.
But yeah, like I said, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it because I love How to Train Your Dragon. I love the shows, the movies, even though there is some loose ends and some weird story writing when it comes to the shows and the movies, because they're all supposed to be canon together. And then there's also a new How to Train Your Dragon show that's on Hulu right now, I think, about it's in the future. That sucks.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It sucks.
I haven't watched it.
And it is a disgrace to How to Train Your Dragon legacy. And it does not exist in my headcanon. So
So is that made by DreamWorks too, or is that Hulu original?
I don't know how I think so, but I don't know how much hand they have in it compared to what Hulu's doing with it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Is Tinkerbell DreamWork?
That's Disney.
No, that's Disney.
That's why we watched it on Disney Plus.
That's Peter Pan.
No, Tinkerbell. She's her own movie now. She's 6.
I know, but she came from Peter Pan.
Fine.
I feel like they can make a good live action of Tinkerbell because there's so many characters. They could just.
Oh, I'm sure, and they have live action Peter Pan movies. So
yeah,
they would just have to do they could do a lot of good stuff and have fun with it. They just, I would like to see them. I mean, compared to how Peacock treated Megamind with the abysmal second movie, I'd consider that non-existent in my headcanon. Oh well, yeah, that doesn't exist. Poor Megamind. So many terrible.
Yeah, they had a little mini. Did they have a mini series or was that a movie?
I think it was a movie on Peacock, or maybe it was no. I think it was a series of the show. I think.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
I think I watched or some of it. I was just
but
like,
you
wow,
could tell
this is
they really,
bad.
because something that
Even
DreamWorks
the
always
writing
did,
was bad.
something that DreamWorks always did really well was they did like very fun kid movies, but very adult themes. And that Megamind show or movie, I don't know what it was exactly, was not like it was. You tell it was made for it. You can tell it was made for kids with kid themes. It did not have the same like emotional tie and like grab that the first like movie did, while also having those funny scenes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have those exact layers or themes from so it is, but and that's a, and also that's the thing though, Ali, is a fun fact that DreamWorks hates Disney. The only reason DreamWorks exists is because what was it, the guy got fired from Disney?
Yeah, the guy got fired from Disney, so he made DreamWorks.
He made DreamWorks, and now so thanks Disney, you made one of my favorite studios happen.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't know. I would have to research the whole thing, but I think that's what the thing that happened. But Disney pissed off a lot of people. I mean, if you look at the cover, there was some of the stuff. If you look at the covers, I think it's Little Mermaid, where there's like dildos for the thing because they pissed off the artist that was drawing the cover.
Yep. They had dicks.
Oh, The Bad Guys 2 is set to premiere on August 1st.
Yep, Bad Guys 2 is coming out. I loved that movie. That
was so good.
Who else is here? Dogman. Oh, Wild Robot. I never watched Wild Robot, but Reno, you said that was really good, right?
Yeah, I liked it. It was very enjoyable and heartfelt and all that stuff.
Shark Tale.
Bad Guys 2 August 1st. Gabby's Dollhouse the movie September 26th. Forgotten Island
King
September
of Dreams.
25th. Shrek 5, which we'll see what happens. That is December 23rd, 2026. How to Train Your Dragon 2 June 11th, 2027, and Cocomelon the movie.
Wait, what? You said wait, How to Train Your Dragon 2 live action?
I guess. How to Train Your
2027?
Dragon 2. Yep, June 11th. That's what it says when I did a Google search.
It's a little sus, but cool. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, Shrek or Puss in Boots would both be like really good live action movies, I think. Megamind, I think you can make a good live action movie out of if you do it right. Maybe like a Marvel movie, kind of, just more comedic.
I think Puss in Boots would be funny live action.
Oh, wait. Was this DreamWorks? This I Am Number 4?
Boss Baby. I guess it's
Boss
Gabby's
Baby.
house.
Huh.
I'm gonna look up to see.
No, that was a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is animated.
Wait, what? Whoa, yeah. Wait. You're on.
Wait.
Probably have to redo that search because yes, of course, How to Train Your Dragon 2 was animated.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. Live action film.
damn, they're pumping that shit out.
Sequel.
Well, I guess all they had to do is follow the animated movie scene for scene.
Yeah, and they probably
Yeah.
just did everything all at once, and so they already have the movie pretty much.
Yeah. Interesting. Be funny if they somehow. Yeah, I could go a whole tangent about like the shows and stuff because ironically, like I think the best parts of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise are the shows that they did that added so much more depth to characters and stuff. But the shows, I think, the shows were made after the second movie, but the shows took place in between the first and second movie. So they had and when the second movie started, there was like this love triangle between two of the Viking boys trying to get with one of the twin girls or whatever, like the twins. There was like this girl. I don't know how many of you. Not loud or not loud. I forget what their names are right off the top of my head. Not loud was the guy with the flaming dragon, but yeah, they were competing over that girl. But in the show, that it was supposed to be a prequel show. Like both those characters had like their own like very well developed romances that they just completely got rid of towards the end of that series. Just because they had to. Like they didn't even like make an explanation. They just like said it like the final episode of that series. It was a Netflix series too. And they were like, yeah, so new romances are starting, and it just showed those two characters suddenly like trying to flirt with her, and it's just like, but what happened to all the other people that they were like anyway. So there were like some loose ends in their storytelling there, but you know, it is what it is. Before y'all wrap up, I'm curious what live action movie of Disney you think would be neat to come out. Oh, well, we're not wrapping up quite yet. We're still going to talk all the Marvel notes, but a Disney live action that I would want to see. I mean, Aladdin is my favorite movie out of like the classic like Disney movies, so that's already out.
Tinkerbell.
Oh well, I guess she wants to see Tinkerbell. They already did Kim Possible and fucked that one up, so.
I feel like Tinkerbell would look like Wink.
I didn't even hear about that.
Well, it was like a straight to like Disney Channel movie.
No, and it just wasn't good.
It was not. No. Nah.
Not worth it.
Nope, not worth it. Pen's running out of ink. How about you, Rena? What do you think? I mean, I don't know. Something funny like another. Sorry, go on, Rena.
I don't know. I mean, they've done Hercules, like a different. No, I guess Disney hasn't done Hercules, but that might be fun. But I don't really see anything I would really want to see.
I mean, we're going really out there. They could do like a Princess and the Swan. That would be fun.
I don't even think that cartoon did really good, did it?
No.
Yeah, see, so that's why I don't think they would
actually. Because that stupid movie had like 6 straight to DVD sequels after it. Don't ask how I know that. You could do another live action Dalmatian movie.
They
Mm-hmm.
already did 2 of them, didn't they? Because they did that one with.
Yeah, they did. Well, those are early 2000s.
2 of them.
They did a sequel, yeah, but they could try it again. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know because I just at this point, I mean, Disney kind of just pulls shit out of their ass at this point because they could do live action.
Make some new Star Wars stuff that's good.
Yeah, or just make new. Well, isn't live action Moana coming out? I guess they could do Tangled. I wouldn't mind seeing a live action Tangled actually. I don't know how the fuck they do that hair though.
That'd be animated.
And then they'd have, I mean, there's live action Frozen. I'm surprised that's not already in the works. I'm very surprised to see a live action Frozen before we got to see a live action Moana before we saw a live action Frozen. Because, I mean, you as a dad probably know better than most how popular that movie was.
Frozen was very popular with my kids, so yeah. But
So I think they are actually making a Frozen 3.
Really? But she's dead.
She is?
Yeah. Well, she can't leave that forest. So basically, like, she's dead.
live action Tarzan. I know there's been a couple, but I'm curious to see Disney's
No, there's
edition of it.
been a couple of Tarzans.
Yes, Frozen 3 is confirmed and is scheduled to be released in theaters November 24th, 2027. Oh yeah, there's also Zootopia 2. That's supposed to actually be come out this year.
Oh
2025.
yeah, I saw the trailer to that. The trailer says nothing about what the movie's going to be about.
Well, I'm guessing it has something to do with reptiles.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah,
adding
'cause the
lore.
snake.
They're adding lore to the franchise.
But yeah, you saw the trailer to it because it was on Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
I was just still like,
November
what is
26th.
this trailer.
I'm sure it's going to be something about like racism between mammals and reptiles. Because the last one was like racism or prejudice of
Rabbits.
well, no, it was predator versus prey.
Oh yeah, Predator versus rabbits joining the.
Rabbit, yeah, a rabbit couldn't be a cop because I think there was a lot of ensuing like hints at stuff, but yeah, that was definitely like the how they played it is like prey and predator animals cannot coexist or something like that. Anyway.